Natalie, thank you very much. Well, for 3 days, spectators were treated to a competitive polo match on the sand. Polo teams came from as far away as Argentina, Brazil, and Germany to compete in the Miami Beach Polo World Cup. Joining us this morning is one of America's top-rated polo players, Nic Roldan, who's not only a celebrated athlete, but his good looks landed him in Vanity Fair's list of the top 10 hottest horsemen. You seemed a little embarrassed about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm very humble, so, you know, I try to keep it under the radar.
Okay.
But I guess it's, you know, I would have thought they chose somebody differently, but I guess it's an honor.
They did well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you'd never done the whole sand thing.
No.
Playing polo. What was it like?
It's different, you know. We usually play on a field, so to go and play on thick sand, it's definitely different. But it was a great experience. It was thrilling, so it's exciting.
Okay, all righty. So now you go off from here to where? What's next?
Well, I'm here through May. There's a couple of tournaments locally, and then I head off to Bridgehampton for the summer. Okay. For 3 months.
What makes a good polo player? Because it seems like so rigorous. I was at the match, the last one in Wellington. I'm like, wow, these guys earn their money.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are involved, but obviously horses is the main thing. 80% of a polo player is decided in horses. So you have to be very well mounted, and then the other 20 is you know, your personal ability, your skills. So.
Now, was it hard to, I guess, live up to the legend of your dad and your granddad, because they were, you know, world-class champions?
My father was, you know, was a world-class polo player, and his father was as well. So, yeah, it was tough, you know, growing up, but you know, it just strived me to become a better polo player, and it worked me and pushed me harder. So.
Okay, all righty. Do you think doing polo, say, on the sand brings it to the masses? Because, you know, I go to the matches quite often, and to be quite honest, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just there to drink the champagne.
Right, well, I think
and look at the good-looking guys.
Right, well, it is a social event, but I think in polo, in arena polo, which is where you play it in the sand, it's a lot smaller, so people can get more of an idea of what the sport's about. Whereas on a big field, you know, it's so spread out. A lot of times people get lost. You know, there's, you know, a lot of times if you're sitting on one side of the field, there's a play on the other side of the field, so you don't really know what's going on. And plus, a lot of the people, they don't know the rules. So, which is another reason why, you know, we're trying to get the sport out to the public. Is, you know, a lot of the people, they don't know the rules, so they're pretty much watching something that they have no idea what's going on.
But it's so athletic and great competition. And so, okay, if you had to give somebody who really doesn't know polo a couple of things to look for when they go to a match, what should they be, you know, focusing on?
In polo, there's an imaginary line between the player and the ball, so which can't be crossed. Which you'll notice that a lot of the, you know, which keeps, it's a safety issue as well. So and then the horsepower. The horsepower, you notice that, you know, a lot of the players, they strategically set up their horses, you know, their best horses in the beginning so they can play them again in the last. You know, there's a lot of things that go on to, you know, to win a polo game.
All right. Do you still enjoy it as much as when you first started?
Always. Yep.
Okay. Do you have to stay in good shape outside of when you're not competing?
Yes, you do. Yeah, I mean, I train 4 times a week with a personal trainer. So plus all the riding that we do, I ride like 5 or 6 times a week. So. Wow,
fantastic. Well, thank you for coming in and sharing with us today. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was great. That was an honor.
We'll be right back. You all want to stay with us so much. It's a pleasure.